Down in Ohio where the cornfields grow, lives a legend everybody knows. He's got a big old smile and a heart of gold. Uncle Rizzy's stories never get old. Whether he's grilling or chilling, he's always winning. Dropping jokes so slick, got the whole town grinning. Uncle Rizzy, oh, he's the man. Spreading good vibes across the land. From the front porch swing to the rodeo, everybody loves Uncle Rizzy from Ohio.
Hey, what's up, squad? Ever wonder how the U.S. leveled up from being like, bossed around by a king to you having rights, freedoms, and a say in your future? Well, buckle up because this is the ultimate freedom origin story. Drama, ideas, and straight up bold move. So let's get into it. Whoop, whoop. All right, so first up, we're going to be hopping in a time machine. First, we're going to go all the way back to 1215. That's the Magna Carta. See, this document basically told the king, shoot, you need to chill. You ain't got all that power. It dropped like major concepts like rule of law, due process, limited government. Yeah, even the king has to follow the rules. See? And then we're going to move right on into 1620. Yeah, that's that Mayflower Compact. See, the Pilgrims were like, new land, new rules. Let's vote and like keep it fair. See, that is self-government and consent of the governed, fam. Now, we also got going on back on the other side of the ocean. That's right, English Bill of Rights, 1689. See, the people clap back over there. They're like, no more surprise taxes, unfair trials, or punishment vibes. I don't think so. They wanted rights and real ones. And then we jump back across the ocean in 1776, this little thing called common sense. That's right. See, man, our good buddy Mr. Thomas Paine, he dropped a fire of a bestseller. He said, why are we still taking orders from a king? Let's run our own squad, man. See, this went viral in the 1700s style. Hyped up everyone for independence. Whoop, whoop. All right, now before we move any farther, we're gonna do a quick little vocab check. Think of this like a brain boost, yo. Yeah. So first up, we got consent. This is where people agree before the rules drop. Then we got due process. Courts gotta be fair, no shortcuts. Then we got jury, right? These regular folks who help decide what's fair in court. hmm Then we got liberty, right? Liberty is freedom with like a safety net. Like it's not all willy nilly freedom. Then we got limited government. This is where power stays in check. And then we got this idea of rights, born with them. No takebacks. Rule of law. No one's above the law, period. Self-government. This is where the people run things for themselves. Social contract. God protects rights. We follow laws. That's the agreement. On a trial. Trial is like a legal showdown where both sides are speaking up. All right, so we did all of our time hopping there. We had all the stuff going on. You had all that stuff going from 1215 to Magna Carta all the way up through this common sense. Now, also going on is entering in this thing called the Enlightenment, aka, wait, what if we just think smarter era, okay? And rolling up in there is Mr. John Locke. He's my guy. He's the founders would probably be like, yeah, that's my boy. See, he came through with this thing called natural rights. He called it life, liberty, and property. See, not gifts from kings that you're born with them, yo. See, and he was all about that social contract life. If government ain't protecting your rights, we out. Bye. But he wasn't the only one that the founders were all tight with. All right, rolling up in here with our good buddy John Locke is the Baron de Montesquieu. Some people call him, I've heard him called, what's that, mosquito. Yeah, but it's Montesquieu, see. Now, his name is a bit of a tongue twister, but his ideas, man, they genius. He said, yo, don't give all the power to one part of government. Split it, legislative, executive, and judicial. That way, nobody becomes a bossy tyrant. The founders were like, bet, let's cook up a country that protects people, splits power, and actually listens. All right, time to just take a pause. Boop, boop, little bit of brain boost. Boop, boop, on your vocab real quick. All right, here we go. All right, first up, we got liberties. That's the right to live without being micromanaged, right? You got to live how you're going to live without somebody all up in your business all the time. And you got natural law. This is morals built into our brain code. Natural rights. Born with them, no returns. You got them because you alive. Separation of powers. Power, one man show? No, I don't think so. All right. Now, social contract, that's gov. That's people agreement. Still going strong, yo, though. Gov, people in agreement. You do this, I do this, we together. All right, so with all this background, all this stuff going on, we got all these ideas floating out there, then you know what happens? That's right. Our good buddies, the English, they start doing things, right? So let's talk real on this. See, by the 1760s and 1770s, the British were doing way too much. The colonists had one word for them. I said one word, enough. See, so they started laying out these things called grievances. That's a fancy word for you're violating our rights and we're done. We so done up in here, right? But then some of those big things they want, the things like Stamp Act, you got the Quartering Act, T-Act, Intolerable Acts, man, think about that. I don't think so. That Stamp Act, paying tax to use paper, nah. And you got the Quartering Act, British soldiers chilling in your crib, nope. T-Act, tax and T, that's crossing the line. And you got the Intolerable Acts, the ultimate, we said stop moment. Here's the thing, those colonists got all kinds of mad up in here, right? They had no voice in Parliament, the rights were being trashed, unfair taxes were being thrown around like confetti, but not, like the fun kind. And so, boom, in comes Declaration of Independence dropping in 1776. And see, that's basically like a breakup letter. And it said, look, you ignored our natural rights, you overstepped, and we're starting our own thing. America is out. Bye. All right, so before we wrap this up, I just want to go over some more vocabulary here with you today. So we got grievance. This is your official this ain't fair list. Individual rights. Those are the ones with built-in protections for each of us. Natural rights. You got life, liberty, and happiness. They all locked in. Quarter. This is housing soldiers in your house. That's a big no. Representation. You get a say before the rules hit. Tax. This is money you pay to keep the system running. And taxation is the act of collecting that money. All right, so here's the thing, right? Here's the TLDR. America is a freedom glow up powered by documents, brainy ideas, and a fed up squad of colonists. Now we got rights, a voice, and the power to hold our gov accountable. Let's not forget where that started. All right, so see, here's the thing, too. I want you to remember, you are part of the next chapter. So stay smart, stay curious, and always question the T.
Down in Ohio where the cornfields grow, lives a legend everybody knows. He's got a big old smile and a heart of gold. Uncle Rizzy's stories never get old. Whether he's grilling or chilling, he's always winning. Dropping jokes so slick, got the whole town grinning. Uncle Rizzy, oh, he's the man, spreading good vibes.